Q&A with Suzen's Art Shop. Welcome to the first video where I explain some of the questions you guys have asked me throughout the last couple of weeks. And the first question I'll be answering is the one that I receive quite often, which is, why do I draw my characters with such pointy legs? And in one of those comments, the person actually delved in a little deeper, asking, was it a design choice or was it something that I chose on purpose because I was sick of trying to draw characters perfectly anatomically correct? And honestly, it's a little bit of both. To start from the very beginning, I have grown up around a lot of art. Both of my parents are artists, along with my siblings and my grandmothers. And with my parents specifically, my mom really loves to draw almost hyper-realistic, whimsical kind of things, and she's more of like a background and flower type of person. And my father was more of like a hauntingly whimsical but horrific creature kind of person, and he worked in a lot of pencil. Usually artists do lean into the more fuzzy and soft character type, which is also mentioned in the question of that comment. However, because of my upbringing in art with the more horrific kind of design, that's the style that I leaned into. Now for the second half of that question being, did you do this because you were tired of drawing things anatomically correct? The answer to that is yes, 100% yes. I started drawing my pointy little legged creatures in October of 2024, and it was born out of my Gortober drawing list. And the only reason I actually joined the Gortober prompt list was because I wanted to work on my pointy legged creatures. Towards the end of September, beginning of October, I found a couple of references showcasing creatures with pointy legs or just like rounded off stumps instead of feet, which, yes, that last description, very horrific in hindsight, but it's actually not that bad. I'll show a picture of what it looked like. And then I fell into the rabbit hole on Pinterest and other social media sites showcasing these types of creatures without proper formed legs, and I absolutely love the design because that's always where I got stuck when drawing animals. So I decided to create an entire Gortober list so that it would force me to practice. Of course, in October, things went sideways and I didn't get to practice as much as I wanted, which is why I'm still honing in this design style. But not only has it allowed me to create more fully formed creatures, it has also given me the ability to practice more animals and get more precise with different details to showcase they are the specific animal that I'm drawing. Of course, some animals are easier than others, like rabbits. It's the pointed ears and the little tufts for tails. You will always be able to tell when I'm trying to draw a rabbit. Of course, when it comes to creatures like squirrels and foxes, I have to be a little bit more purposeful with my designs, or else they'll start looking like cats or small dogs instead. Trust me, I am still trying. I can't tell you how many fail attempts I've had at a squirrel that ends up looking like a chihuahua or a small cat, but I will have a squirrel sticker, I promise. And of course, there are just some animals that cannot be stick-legdified, like elephants. Can't happen. It looks really janky and not in a good way. And of course, there are other animals like aquatic creatures that cannot be stick-legified because they don't have any legs, and the creatures that do have legs, I refuse to draw. I love y'all, but I'm not doing shrimp and I'm not doing crabs. It's just, yeah, nope, I don't like them. That's not happening. But because I've started doing this stick leg creature design, I am able to draw a whole lot more creatures with the ability to finish it because I'm not getting frustrated trying to draw the legs and the feet. And this goes for any type of drawing that you're working on. If you can't get a specific design element correctly, have fun, experiment. You're allowed to take creative liberties and not make everything perfectly exact. Let me know, did I answer your question? And if you have other questions, definitely let me know in the comments.